Hey, welcome back to another episode of Twilight Brigade. Last time, our players, let's see, what happened last week? They went to their starting city, um, Bilthy, I believe.
Bowled. We went back to the
Bowled.
tutorial area of Bowled.
Yes, they went back to Bowled, and they confronted the Worm, the Green Hag, who they had originally thought they defeated back in episode, 9. And in learning that they had mistakenly killed a not so innocent woman, but an innocent woman.
She was innocent. She was just mean.
Yeah, I mean, she probably didn't deserve to get turned into a hag and then melted with acid, but she wasn't exactly nice. But yeah, so the worm had tricked them, had taken over the city. The Twilight Brigade had returned, laid waste to the coven that was formed, rescued the 2 children of the family that the hag had infiltrated, saved the city, cleaned it up, and were heading out to try and track down a werewolf group they had heard may be in the north. That was last week, so we'll jump right into it. Day's yours. You're free to do what you need to do, all of you.
All right. So we are still in Bowled right now.
Yes, it was evening. You had all taken a day to kind of help clean up the city. Talamh had started to use her druidic abilities to clean up the town, start to get the plant life up and running. Ridire had spent the previous day and night basically traversing the town looking for any signs of witchcraft or undead or any other bad that might be lurking in the town. And Oliver spent the time helping fix up some of the buildings and helping out wherever he was needed.
We also talked to another god,
Yes.
God of Protection, who told us what the heck has been going on with why all the gods have been stalking Oliver like 20 ex-lovers.
There was an addendum to that I wanted to add, that in the moment I had forgotten.
Oh, okay.
They want, and while you were working, Oliver, you were hit with this inspiration, that in your new home, that is being rebuilt from Mora's Keep, they want you to create a temple very similar to one that you have visited previously, in which multiple entities were kind of put under one giant building. They want you to create a temple that is much more quaint.
Multi-denominational.
Yeah, but smaller. It's not the big giant kind of look at me, we each get our own rooms and our own floors of the Cloister of Eternal Light.
Much more modest.
Modest, thank you, that's the word I'm looking for. A more modest version of that can be open to anybody of any faith.
I'm picturing one of those old Norwegian wooden churches.
However you see fit, but they want to stop the infighting of the gods, and so that is part of your task.
Cool.
Good luck with that, Oliver.
Well, it will be a dark place, so, I think it's kind of a shared thing.
You're really gonna make me do this, aren't you?
It doesn't have to be you, we just have to get the word to them.
Oh, that's
It
true.
needs to be built. Yeah, it'll be built.
Well, we've got time for that. There's one thing I want to do. You made statues of us in the town, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are they life size?
No, they're big.
Oh, okay.
Why?
I had an idea, but it's not important. Before we leave the town, I'm gonna take my helmet and I'm gonna set it at the bottom of the statue.
Really?
What? Wow.
Okay. Are you all ready to leave town?
Yep.
I think I am.
How would you feel if, in response, what'd you feel about a kind of like a smaller person holding the helmet as if they've discovered it.
My original idea was that if the statues were life-size, I was going to have you modify the statue of me so that he could wear the helmet.
Oh. Oh, in that case,
if they're that big, then it's not a big...
I could make them life-size for you.
It doesn't matter. Whatever you think is cooler.
Okay, yeah, I basically all the rock. I'm gonna crumble all the rock down back to the ground, and then I'm gonna raise them all up, more life size. But we're still on a pedestal, so we're up high.
So you watch as it looks like a simulator in Blender working for the first time, where everything kind of crumbles down around it, and then it almost looks like bad reversing in a movie, coming up and reforming, but now smaller. And Ridire, you're able to place your helm on the statue. All right, well,
Cool.
Talamh and Oliver, you just watched this take place. How do you react?
Oh, this means that we're actually gonna hear you speaking properly from now on.
Yes, I suppose so.
How does it feel to have the wind in your whiskers? Can we give him a hair of billowing too?
No, wait, no, my hair's still short.
Oh, that's right. He got a haircut.
Yeah.
I sneak up behind Ser Ridire, and I do the whole like running your hand through somebody's hair.
Can you reach the top of my head?
Yes, I'm 5'9".
That's right. You're relatively tall. Okay. Yeah.
Those, magically induced growth spurts and everything.
And even if I was still short, the ground would lift me up to the point where I could.
I just realized how imposing our party must be, because you're very tall, you're above average height for a woman, and me and Oliver are both well above average for most men. So we just tower over everybody.
The day is yours to travel as you see fit. Your goal was Caford, which I believe is here.
Do we want to take a stroll through the night forest, or the Oiche forest as it was originally called, for old time's sake, or do we just want to bypass?
I think time is still of the essence.
Righto.
So I'll inscribe a teleportation circle in the ground for us to get to Caford.
So just as a reminder, the king has asked for at minimum a week, and it has been 2 days.
Yeah.
So
We still got a lot.
So we
ground to
travel to
cover.
Caford, and then we're going to be traveling across the land
That's true. We're gonna
east from there, which will eat up probably a couple more days.
okay.
So teleportation circle to Caford.
away. Hi ho, Silver.
The teleportation circle appears at your feet, and you are suddenly whisked southeast, and you appear in a very ornate teleportation room. You can see the symbols of various deities surrounding you. Oliver, roll me an insight check.
Insight. 19.
19. You get the sense of being watched by lots of different eyes.
Here or other? In room or elsewhere?
Elsewhere, coming from each
Okay.
of the symbols that adorn this room. Just to the right of you is a plain door, and it opens, and a elf dressed in gold robes says, "Welcome to the Cloister of Eternal Light. How may I help you?"
I'll
Yeah.
present my sigil from the king, and I'll be like, "We're here on official business for the crown."
Oh, wonderful. How can we be of assistance?
We are looking for potentially a group of shady individuals that were heading from the east towards the west, potential spies of any sort, those types of things. So we're mostly just traveling through, but decided to start here.
Oh, Well,
If you or anyone has heard about the cult that used to be openly, brazenly advertising within town, we'd be very interested to hear about it.
I mean, there was a preacher who would stand in the town and scream about Mora's second coming.
You said there was a preacher, right?
Well, yes, some adventurers came through and took care of him.
Did
It was
they
a lapse of
now?
judgment, wasn't it?
Oh,
Probably for the better, but you know.
that sounds so dangerous, right in the middle of a crowd and everything.
It was pretty brazen, but the town's
I'm
guard.
sure it was calculated. You know.
I mean, one could hope so.
Could have been that they were just bored. We're tired of the noise. But
Well-
either way,
And if that's taken care of, then that'll be all we need to worry about that. Hopefully we don't run into adventurers who are so willy-nilly with their use of magic.
Well, I don't know. It sounded like the guy kind of had it coming and like was just really pushing people's nerves.
So, how can I help you, adventurers?
is the Knaves pub in the Grove Farthing district still around?
Yes, it is.
Good.
Recently
head
has
there.
recently has come under new management, from what I've been told. But
Of course.
Of course, that would explain a lot of things.
Well, we'll go check that out, I guess, and then we'll
I take it
continue
you've
on from there.
been here before, so you know your way.
He's
Yes.
passed through, so yes, of course.
About how long ago was your last visit?
About how long ago?
For me, I think it was around three and a half weeks.
That what it's been for our adventure?
Maybe it's maybe been a month for us, but it's been like almost 8 months in the
Oh, that's
world.
true. Yeah, that's about when we were last here.
So I'm not lying.
Roll me a persuasion check. Really should make you do deception, but
But it's not
My
lying.
character sheet disappeared.
I know that's why it's persuasion.
You're really gonna make Ser Ridire roll persuasion.
I'm just for the hell of it.
I mean, I could fail. That's a 27.
I mean, it's a possibility, but
I only have a plus 10. I could roll as low as an 11.
Yeah, you could get an 11 in persuasion.
Which may have failed. She is rolling really well, by the way.
Is she rolling well enough to overcome a 27?
No.
And that's all that matters.
She looks at you and goes, "Oh, that excuse me, that recently. Well,
Are you
then
feeling okay? You may want to get that looked at.
yeah, there's a little bug that's been going around. Just, try and avoid Denier's chapel right now. Something's come down. People are just a little under the weather.
I mean, if people are in need of healing, I could probably be of assistance.
A simple cold. Better to let it pass. They're using it as motivation.
Who is using it as motivate?
The scribes of Denier.
Oh.
Denier is the god of writing.
Oh. I don't write, so.
I have nothing to respond to that with.
All right, then. We'll be off to the tavern then, I suppose. Thank you for your assistance.
Absolutely. Of course. She walks with you for a few feet, and you can see, once again, this giant, beautiful temple that has sections of it for each of the major good gods, the ones that are mostly worshipped out in the light.
Hey, boys, there's something interesting going on about this temple. It seems that the rocks that they build the rooms of the dark gods out of have more impurities in them than the light gods. And I find that utterly fascinating.
it's a little gaudy, don't you think?
Yeah, Oliver, how does it feel here getting stared at by everybody?
I don't know. It's a little weird.
Is it like when you feel like the god's looking at you? Is it with like a hunger, or is it more just like a caring feeling? Like is it predatory, or is it more like motherly?
I don't know. It is. I don't know. Is there like a vibe from the eyes? Am I getting a vibe?
It kind of depends on the god. Like, you can roll me another insight check.
26.
Wow.
Jeez.
I'm giving you the nat 20 on that one as well, because, you know, there's a ton of different emotions in this. You feel the maternal nature that Saloon has, and being as this is where you first really interacted with her and started this whole journey, that feeling is heavier than the others. There's also some where it's like Torm, who's the god of courage and self-sacrifice, very, very comforting. Every now and then you get that feeling on the back of your neck as Talamh is like, you know, hey, keep up the good work. You know, just have fun with the weapon.
Yeah, it just depends.
And then there's
better.
You know, then there's Leviatar. That's just
He's like, I'll tell you my safe word if you want to know.
yeah, kind of just that spectral that's got both hands on your shoulder and just kind of leaning forward, whispering in your ear of just, we could have some fun.
No, dear, it's mostly fine, but there are only like a little bit here and there, and it's just a little strange. But you know, they're all got different.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting some secondhand cringe. Let's get out of here.
He means well. He just is who he is. He's just a little odd.
I felt something move through me, and it did not feel. The vibe was not good. I'm heading for the door.
You didn't like it? I thought that was fine. Anyways.
All right, are you guys heading straight to the bar?
Yeah, I've already left.
Okay. Dama's on a mission.
Hurry.
Yeah, I'm following her.
Well, I mean, it doesn't take long for you to remember the way to the Knave's Pub. Tavern, you remember that when you were there...
It's owned by a halfling named Cone.
It was owned by Cone. It was lit by floating candles, which didn't really stick out to Talamh at the time. But other than that, it was a fairly nondescript pub that Talamh was able to teach the recipe and start to make some money from. Walking in, very boisterous place. By the time you get there, Ridire and Oliver, you've caught up to Talamh, and the atmosphere is, yeah, you know, we're just gonna say it's pretty full. It's got a good atmosphere. The candles are not of a magical floating nature now. It's been replaced by just your standard wall sconces and light coming in from the windows.
That's
Is
boring.
everyone like happy dancing, or are they nervous dancing?
No, not a lot of dancing. There's not a bard in there at the moment, so it's a lot of people just kind of milling about. Some are, you know, more raucous than others. Some are drinking and having a simple meal. Go ahead and roll me an insight if you want to get more of a vibe check.
10.
26.
There's some angry people, some more upset than others. Talamh, what's your passive perception again?
The perception is 25.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so, Ridire, it's just your average tavern at, 10 in the morning. Talamh, you sense a hollowness below your feet.
As I'm taking it wasn't there before.
Nope.
Can I roll a perception to see if I can get a feel for what's down there?
You absolutely can.
It's just a vague hollowness.
No, it's not a vague hollowness.
20.
All right, so the amount of...
Is it a stone floor?
Yep,
Okay.
yep. But the amount of people that are moving around and milling about does distract you from getting a good sense of more of the shape, any real fine details about it.
Well, then I'm going to see if I can find a set of stairs or anything that would lead me down there.
Go ahead and roll an investigation.
2. I'm not good at investigating, apparently.
All right, as you're walking around this pub, you end up knocking into a dwarf who's sitting surrounded by a bunch of caskets, and he's got like one in his hand, and just, hey, watch where you're going.
You know, ordinarily I would say something, but I'm kind of on a mission.
What are you, blind?
Oh, boy.
Wow,
You must have been
whoa,
blind to not
Whoa,
know this.
rude.
Wow.
Very, very rude.
What did I say?
I just go like this. I just like open my eyes really big in front of him and just go like this. Oh, I also make sure I lean down to do it.
Oh, sorry.
Good. You should be. Now move.
Move. I'm against the wall.
Right, and I need to get to that wall.
And he just shuffles out of the way slightly.
All right, I'm gonna like, kind of like push my hands against the wall, and can I make another perception check just to see what I can find? 24.
24. The wall is just a normal wall. You have followed. You now sense that you have gone askew and can no longer sense the hollowness below you. At some point it headed in a different direction, and you lost the plot as you were trying to avoid people and stuff. I'll give you all a sense of the room, knowing that there's a lot more people in here.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Oliver and Ridire, go ahead and roll me perception checks.
This ought to be good. Oh, 16.
15.
Okay. Also, describe to me what you're wearing.
Hey man, this ain't no dial-up.
Yeah, just let's...
Khakis.
Yeah, Jake from State Farm. Did you guys see the SNL skit with Michael B. Jordan about Jake from State Farm? It's
I did
really
not.
good. It's really good. I'm wearing my armor with
I'm
my
wearing
cape.
Yeah. I'm wearing my usual, so.
That's gonna be a DM killed point.
Ding! We have to say ding so that he doesn't actually cut out his laughing. Wow, I don't know why that one was so funny. Like,
it led to me thinking about other things that got me laughing.
what, she sounds hideous? Is that
He
another
was
ding?
coming back down and you just pushed him back up.
Does that count as 2 or just the same
Sorry, I broke
one,
him
or-
again.
But if you never really like fully went down, does it count as like going back? Or...
Oh god, it's hurting.
He's Sisyphus and the jokes are the boulder.
Oh no!
He's either in a state of no joke or state of joke.
Oh no.
Up the hill.
My usual outfit with the purple and the red sash with
Okay.
the arm. They're like arm warmers.
I'm on Talamh's shoulder because I'm so small.
He's the angel. He's the angel, and Oliver's the devil on my shoulders.
There we go.
Ridire's like, no, you should give them a chance to explain themselves. And Oliver's like, you should just throw an acid ball at them.
Kill them. Kill them. Do it now.
Do it. Just do it.
Do it.
Don't-
Do it.
Don't kill. Don't killing is a crime.
Do it. Kill them.
Don't do it.
Acid
Well-
ball.
You could try talking to them first. Then if they're jerks, then acid ball. But try
But-
talking first.
But
Kill
going into jail's not really a deterrent because I could just leave.
Summon a dragon.
have the same kind of energy as though like Shrek, like the
Do the roar.
You go.
That one got me. That was a deep. I forgot about that.
he does the I love you, Daddy.
Enjoy this Twitch chat because the YouTube crowd's not getting any of this.
God, no, they need it.
Oh
Wait,
my God.
what was that from?
Shrek 4.
I don't think I saw Shrek 4.
he's just like a kid, and he like is telling his dad to get Shrek to do the roar, and then eventually Shrek does it. He just goes, "I love you, Daddy."
That deep voice and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
No.
it's
Oh, and
perfectly
it's
just
Do the roar.
He's got it almost exactly for
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Oh god, I think that's like a full party wipe there.
Oh, man.
it looks like that.
Oh, I think that counter's gonna have all of our faces on it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
So, are any of you wearing any kind of jewelry?
I'm
Um,
wearing 2 rings.
Do I have any rings on? I mean, I have the gauntlets. I don't think I'm wearing much.
Since returning from the Feywild,
Oh yeah.
the rings. Yes.
Yes, we do have the rings on.
are you wearing them?
Well, yeah, I usually don't take it off.
Okay.
I don't know if I don't know if it would be inside my gauntlet or outside of my gauntlets, but I would have it on.
I've got like the silvered hand wraps. I don't know if that's covering it.
I mean, I guess you all need to tell me. Are they visible or not?
You know what? Yeah, shoot. This is the bar from the town we liberated.
Same layout. Very familiar layout to most of these taverns around the continent.
Oh, okay.
They share an architect.
There's one general contractor
Really,
on the whole
really
continent.
pretentious guy. Just like it is simple.
Alright, so with a 16 and a 15, you can definitely there's a few people that stand out. There's the half-orc waitress walking around, and she's got a big old smile on her face. She's happy serving everybody. There's the dwarf that Talamh had bumped into. Then there's a couple of patrons at the bar, or at various tables. There's a lady who's drinking something that more of a wine, and she's talking with a group of people very loudly, very kind of like, you know, the most important customer in the bar in her mind and nobody else's. And then you have the bartender. And
I would like to use Divine Sense, please.
okay. And what does that do again?
Until the end of my next turn, I know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of me that is not behind total cover. And I know what type it is.
Okay. You don't get a sense of anything. There are no
I'm going to-
fiends and no undead.
I'm going to detect evil.
Okay. Read off detect evil to me again.
It was from Detect Evil and Good. We've in the past used it as alignment.
Yeah, you guys made it a little bit stronger because it's not detecting the good side of things.
Yeah.
It's only detecting evil.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna make this easy and delete who Oliver doesn't see. And Oliver, you're getting 2 individuals who are outlined in a greenish blackish haze. And
Any crimson colors on them that they're wearing?
I mean, what they're wearing is what's on their mini, so if you want to
zoom in.
zoom in on them.
Yeah, you know, they do look. I'm gonna go up to the bar,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna kind of hands on there, and I'm gonna kind of like fiddle with the ring a little bit. I'm just gonna sit there until he comes over.
He is right at the bar. I just didn't put him closer because it looked awkward. And says, well, hey, stranger.
What do you? I'm looking for just a drink. Is there any local something that you guys make that you guys would suggest?
I mean, really, it's the ale that I can suggest. It's, you know, just took over the place, and we got some good ale. We got some other stuff, but it's more for a private clientele. You got some mighty fine jewelry there, friend.
Oh, it's unique in a sense. Have you heard about what's going on over in the east? It's pretty crazy, right?
I mean, yeah, it's a lot happening around that part.
Yes, it is. It's true.
Yeah,
They
what do
wouldn't
you take? What do you think of all that?
It's neither here nor there. Maybe definitely not something to be. And I'm gonna kind of look around, and discussed in the open like this.
No, you're probably right. That's more for a not the general riffraff to be discussing, is it?
No, of course not. There wouldn't happen to be any other time or something where that could be discussed.
Well, I would be thinking maybe after hours, a few friendly folk might get together and be, talking about politics and local matters and such.
It's good to know.
That's right. This is the town that has entirely too many people on its council.
Yeah, but are you saying that to yourself, or are you saying that at the bar?
I'm not at the bar. I'm muttering that to myself because I'm thinking. Have I heard that? I'm pretty sure I at least would have caught whiffs of this conversation.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, he's talking pretty. I mean, he's doing the full saloon lean over the bar, talking to.
Yeah, he's
Oliver.
not trying to be quiet.
No, he's being pretty discreet.
Oh, okay.
Ridire, what are you doing during this?
I sat down at a table.
Okay.
And I'm realizing now that when Ridire is walking around, he has a great sword on his back. He has a sword in a sheath on his side. He has a spear in a pouch on his back, and he's carrying a giant shield. So he's just clink, 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 clink.
I've since given up this wall also.
Yeah, and in giving up that wall, you're able to find the hollow part. Honestly, since that's your main focus, I'm going to tell you right now, it is, you're able to pick it up in this direction.
Okay, so it's like under the bar area.
Yep.
Cool. That's where I'm wandering over to then.
Okay. And as you wander over, the bartender has been saying this and says, a few people might be getting together. You don't happen to be a group, the three of you.
If you look around just a little bit, you might see some similar jewelry.
May or may not have clocked it when you walked in. I don't want to say too much, because prying eyes and unwelcome riffraff and all that, but
Indeed.
maybe you come back later tonight and knock on the door and, come on in. If it's open, you're welcome to come on in. And, you asked about the drinks that we got. Ale is what I can offer you right now, but after hours, you might be checking the shelves behind me here and find a basement that has a better class of a drink.
Understood.
I thought there was a hollow space under the floor.
You can sense that, can ya?
Well, if you hit your feet in just the right spot, it sounds hollow.
Well, let's not be broadcasting that.
I'd like to speak with Cone.
Cone? I take it was the previous owner of the establishment?
Oh, right. Okay, here we go again. Are you the new owner of this establishment?
That is correct.
Did Cone happen to give you a box when he left?
Yes, ma'am.
And have you been selling those little croquets of cheese and potato?
No, ma'am, that was too fancy for, my ability, and,
Okay.
well, we just wanted to keep things nice and simple around here.
Well, as long as you're not stealing the recipe, I would like the box back.
come back tonight. I think we put it in the basement somewhere, and well, we can get that for you. It's no use to us.
Well, then if it's no use to you, why can't I have it now?
Because I don't have it on me.
Chuck, I would like to rage.
I mean, go for it if you want.
I'm not a barbarian, I can't rage, but I would like to. I really want to mold Earth the stone floor apart under his feet so he goes and gets it for me.
Let's come back tonight, because then hopefully all of the bad guys will be here in one place.
All right, fine.
And we don't have to worry about innocence.
All right, I will come back tonight.
Very well. I'll make sure your box is waiting for you.
Much obliged.
Happy to help. Now, can I get you all a drink, or anything else I can offer you?
And either of you want anything?
Ridire already got a drink from the barmaid.
Okay.
So how much that cost me?
Sure, I will take an ale.
All right, 2 silver apiece.
Cool, I have 81 silver. I also kind of like nudge it towards Ridire so he can use his purifying wave or whatever.
I have to cast a spell to purify food and drink.
Oh, okay, fine. Well, then don't worry about it. I hand him the 2 silver pieces. I'm not feeling any more generous than
Okay.
that.
He takes it, and much obliged.
I will drink my drink, and then I will stand up to leave.
Well, I suppose we might see you again tonight.
Very good. The door will be open.
Can I do one more perception check to see if there are any, I don't know, slumbering bodies in the basement?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm rolling like crap on perceptions today.
Yeah,
17.
that's... Wow, I was expecting that 20. You don't get the sense that there are any bodies under the floorboards.
Then I finish my drink and leave.
Alright, so, you know that closing time is going to be, pretty late in the day.
I want to go find like a tailor and get something made.
Okay. We are in Caford, and we have the market here, I believe. I remember the Tome Ward that had the Cloister of Eternal Light.
Can you
That was
please
over
get-
here.
Okay. This
And-
blue guy.
Yep. And then the Grove Farthing with the Knave's Pub is the purple, I believe. So it's
Okay.
around this area.
Neat.
And then the other light bluish purple is residential, and there's a few more residential / shopping areas as well. So, Ridire, you're looking for a tailor of some kind.
Yes.
Perfect. So heading towards the market square, it does not take you long to find yourself a tailor. You find yourself in front of the tiny needle.
I will go inside.
So you walk inside, and you find an immaculately dressed half-orc. Standing about 6'2", very lean. And as you walk in, yes, good day, sir. What can I do for you?
Hello, I am in need of a custom piece to be made.
Oh, fantastic. And what is this that you're wanting to purchase?
I need a hood that can somewhat cover my face if need be, protect me from the elements, but also add to the resplendency of the whole ensemble, as you can see.
Oh, practical yet appealing.
Yes.
I like it. I think we can do that for you. Yes. And when do you need this done by?
The sooner the better.
Oh, a rush order.
I'm absolutely willing to pay for the rush job.
Oh, well, if that's the case, a hood's not going to set you back much. Maybe 10 gold for the quality, and then another 5 for the for the rush. So
This guy
15
sounds-
total.
That
plat-
sounds exactly like Ser.
A platinum is 10 gold, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna slap 5 platinum down into his hand and
Oh.
say, use the best material you have.
Oh, wait. One moment. Calvin. Calvin, stop what we're doing. We're done with that for today. Rush job,
Nice.
please.
Nice.
And this this short, kind of squat elf comes running out, just disheveled, looking like he's been working very, very hard for a while.
It's a Keebler elf.
He comes out and yeah. What are we doing? We're stopping. Well, I've been working on that all day. What's going on? Yes. This gentleman has ordered our finest of material for a hood. Something practical, but obviously that completes this. So we're gonna need measurements. We're gonna need material, and we're gonna need this done in just a few hours. A few hours, okay. Very well. If I could just get some measurements, sir, that would be great. And do you want it attached to the cloak that you have? Do you want it as a separate piece? As it part of the armor? What am I working with here? Oh boy.
A separate piece, please, but matching.
Okay.
I've always envisioned the cloak as being white.
Okay.
White, but if the light catches it at just the right angle, there's some like gold runes on the edging.
Ooh, fancy.
Okay, yep, okay. Oh boy, we're gonna get this done. And he goes and he takes, about 5 minutes of measuring and looking at the color, and just be right back. We're gonna get some samples of cloth, and you said practical too, so you're gonna want fine but durable, right? Don't want it ripping
Yes.
as you walk out.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Oh boy. Comes back with 5 different pieces of cloth of different various shades of white and off-white, and is holding them up, and he finds one that he likes, and all right. Yeah. Okay. A couple hours, and we'll have that ready for you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I just employed someone that I think is working in a sweatshop.
Talamh and Oliver, what are you doing while this is happening?
Oh, what kind of trouble are we getting into, Oliver?
I think I'm gonna just randomly kill something.
I have. Oh my gosh. I think I know what I want to do.
Okay.
I would like to expend 3 charges from my staff to gain a burrow speed for a minute of 30 feet.
Okay.
Because I want to know what's in that basement.
We're literally going to go there later.
But I want to know now.
And you're gonna ruin the infiltration.
All right, fine. I won't do it.
I'm not there to tell you to
Yeah,
stop.
he's not there. If you're doing this, that is...
Yeah. Or at least I'm gonna poke my head out of the wall and just be like, where I don't even have to get into the basement. I just have to get next to it.
That's true.
So are you going to an alleyway behind the bar?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure there's nobody around
Uh-huh.
before I do it.
Oliver, are you with when this is happening?
Yeah, I'll be there and I'll go. No, wait. There is a better way to do this. We can be a little bit more covert.
Okay, what are we gonna do?
I can turn one of us into, or both of us really, into very small creatures. And we could go see if we can find any, cracks or anything to try and get down there. If you're up for that. I don't know what that would do to your senses, but
I've never been a creature before.
it's true. But,
Okay.
I mean, all right.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm going to cast Polymorph on both of us to make us both spiders.
Spiders.
And I'm gonna kind of go in and crawl along the kind of top edge of the ceiling until I get behind the bar and try and see if I can find a little gap behind one of the bookshelves to get down in there.
And I'm following.
Okay, so
Let me bring up a spider
And,
stat
and
block.
Ridire has a sudden chill for some reason.
You left the chaotics alone again.
Oh god. Thank you so much for watching. May you roll those nat 20s and avoid those critical fails. Have a good night.